city has been through a lot, but let's face it, y'all, the people are what make the city. And I will tell you now, you're going to win this race. Every last one of you, because you're investing in a vision. I'm just a candidate. I'm just a person that gets up every day and say, God, use me because he uses imperfect people to do his perfect will. Amen. And I'm just going to walk, and I promise you this, I'm going to run a solid campaign. It's not going to be anything negative, but I'm going to talk about solutions, because a lot of people talk about problems. This is not happening. That is not happening. That means nothing if you can't say how to fix it. So everything I'm talking about is about what needs to happen now. And it's not pie in the sky. It's all what's happening right now. We are now on the 4th anniversary of these hurricanes. And from my standpoint, the hurricane hit on my birthday, so I know it, August 27th. Matter of fact, my family won't let me throw a party because they say I party up a storm. I want to give a State of the City address every year because I'm going to be accountable to you as to what I'm doing and how I'm fixing up your city, not mine. I want to see the community come together in ways that we've never thought of before. And I think we can do that. But all it takes is leadership that can articulate a vision that people can grasp. And once we go to that vision, even the Bible speaks to that, a people without vision will perish. I can tell you, I sat on the city council for a little while when my city councilwoman passed away, Mary Morris, and I got called to St. Mary Drive Housing Project. A lady gave me a call. She said, Marcia, she said, you need to come and see what's going on over here. And I went there, and she had a little baby about this tall walking around. All he had on was a diaper. And he's walking, and she said, this child has a headache every day, all day. And I said, wow. So we went into our house, and in our house, the whole wall was black mold. Big black mold. I mean, I'm not talking about just a little spots. The whole wall was mold. And in my profession, I told her, I said, look, you got to get out of here. You and your child are dying. Y'all are dying in here, in the St. Mary Drive housing projects. So I called up the housing authority. I said, what the heck? He said, I know, Marshall. He said, I know. He said, look, we don't have any place to put them. If we put them out here, they're going to be homeless. And I said, but you guys just finished redeveloping some housing projects on Prater Street. You had a whole bunch of trailer homes out there. What happened to those trailers? And he said, oh, shucks. He said, we got them in storage. Ladies and gentlemen, that can't happen here. That cannot happen here. The people that serve the people have to have a heart for the people and be concerned about the people. Where they lay their head, where they go to work, where they worship, where they talk, everything. It can't be like that. So they got the people out, 60 families. 60 families. That's a whole neighborhood, isn't it? And when they put these people out, they put them in the trailers. The next step became, okay, where do we put the trailers until we can find a solution? Well, this city said, you cannot put a trailer park in this city. So these 60 families are out in Gillis, and they've been forgotten. I haven't forgotten them. I still remember that little child walking around with the headaches every day. That should not happen on our watch. We're too rich a city. We're too resourceful a city. We have too many people that have caring hearts to let that kind of thing happen. So my promise is that I'm going to work with the talent that we have already in this city on a solution basis, and we're going to build a city that's stronger. We don't need Lake Charles 2.0. We need Lake Charles on a whole different level. Certain things fall on your heart for a reason. And so I was talking to my wife about some of the things that I'm talking about here on the campaign trail. What needs to happen, what we need to do. And she said, Marcia, she said, you know, if you have that kind of talent to bring people together and come up with those solutions, that's not your talent. So she gave me the scripture that showed when the master left the house, he gave one servant 5 talents, gave the other one 2 talents, and he gave the other one 1 talent. And the one that had the 5 talents, when the master came home, he came to the master, he gave him back his 5 talents, and he gave him 5 more. Master said, well done, my good and faithful servant. The second one came back, he gave the master back his 2 talents, and he gave him 2 more talents. The master said, well done, my good and faithful servant. The one that had the 1 talent, he was so afraid, he went and buried the talent And when the master came home, he dug it up and gave it back to him. And the master said, wait a minute, what are you doing? That talent wasn't yours. That was out there to go do this. So he said, you're an unfaithful servant. I'm going to cast you out. So my wife, and look, don't let the smooth face fool you. She said, Marshall, she said, look, if you have that kind of talent and you bury that back here on that riverside, you're accountable for not doing it. So I stand before you here to say, not only will I deliver that talent back, but I'm going to expect all of us to deliver the same talents for our children, for our city, and for our community. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for investing in this vision. I love y'all. Have a wonderful time, and you're going to win this election because you're going to put me in office. Thank you.
Vote Marshall Simien for mayor on March 29, 2025.